What's up, guys? This is going to be a rather quick one. There is a rumor floating around out there in the atmosphere that free agent guard-to-be Malcolm Brogdon is drawing interest from a number of teams, including the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is said that whatever team Brogdon does decide to sign with will likely be on a one-year vet minimum deal, likely in an effort to bolster his chances of cashing in one more solid payday after the 2025-26 season. Now, I gotta admit, on paper, this would be one of the ideal options for the Cavaliers as they attempt to navigate a pivotal offseason, an offseason in which they just don't have much in the way of assets and cap space. This is about as good as a signing as you could ask for on the veteran guard market. The former Sixth Man of the Year is coming off a 2024-25 campaign that saw him average 12.7 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 4.1 assists while completing 43.3% of his field goals. He was inefficient by his standards from beyond the arc, putting up a paltry 3-point percentage of 28.6%, but he is a career 38.8% from distance on solid volume at 4.2 attempts per contest. And keep in mind that prior to being moved to Washington, he was coming off of back-to-back seasons shooting 40% or better from deep with Portland and Boston before that. He completed a staggering 51.8% of his catch and shoot trays, while with Portland on 2.9 attempts per game, 44.2% the year before that with Boston on 2.3 attempts. Hell, Brogdon has converted on 44% or higher of his catch and shoot attempts in 5 of his 9 years in the league. He is capable of being a flat-out sniper. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Brogdon has shown the ability to pull up as well, cashing 44.8% of his pull-up triples on solid volume at 2 attempts per contest as recent as the 2022-23 season, his last mostly healthy year. He has always been a pretty dependable playmaker as well, placing in the 85th percentile or higher in 6 of 7 major categories in regard to this area over on B-Ball Index this past season. He holds a career average of 4.7 assists per game, which would easily be one of the best on the roster with respect to Ty, Strus, and Craig. The Georgia native is also a solid rebounder, hauling in 4.1 attempts per game over the course of his 9-year career. That is easily an area in which the Cavs could use some help. He plays within the 62nd percentile in defensive rebounding talent and the 51st percentile in offensive rebounding talent this season. But the real prize here outside of that 3-point shot making is his defensive capabilities. When healthy, he is a valuable point of attack defender with real size at 6'4" or so with a 6'11" wingspan. You can't teach size, and Brogdon has it. Even entering his age 33 season, he remains one of the better isolation defenders in basketball. He has placed within the 80th percentile or higher in perimeter isolation defense in 7 of his 9 seasons, and in the 90th percentile or higher in 5 of those 9. He is a lockdown defender at the guard position. For those out there complaining about the size of that guard rotation as it relates to size specifically, Malcolm Brogdon would help alleviate that problem and then some. He has never been a big steals guy, but his one-on-one defense at the point of attack combined with his stellar screen navigation as well as the willingness to chase defenders all around the court more than make up for that. He's almost exactly what you would need out of a backup point guard on this end, as he could fit in nicely next to any guard on the roster and capably play on or off ball, or defend the opposition's best perimeter player or tougher perimeter assignment. He can guard multiple positions. It just makes too much sense. Now, it's got to be put out there that Brogdon, like some of the other options on the market, has a significant injury history. He missed the bulk of the 2024-25 season dealing with various ailments, including a torn ligament in his right thumb, which necessitated surgery back in October, as well as a sprained left ankle, which caused him to miss the remainder of the season. In fact, he has missed 15 or more games in each of the last 5 seasons and has suited up in at least 60 in just 3 of his 9 years in the league. In other words, he is always going to be a flight risk in this area. But if you manage him right, and I do believe the Cavs are uniquely suited to, he could remain healthy come the playoffs. The question is, would bringing in Brogdon be an indictment on the team's stance on Ty Jerome, their own unrestricted free agent? Would it be seen as a move letting him know that they are okay letting him walk and banking on Brogdon and Craig Porter Jr. to fill the void? Well, that's for the front office to sort out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you were Cleveland, would you sign Brogdon?
Brogdon taking his time, getting some patience in the mid-range.